It's okay now to talk about the religion of Islam and talk about what we need, you know, much more secularism. Well, I'm a lapsed Catholic, if there's such a thing. And I can tell you a few things.
Thanks very much for that. Our next speaker, she's a lecturer at SOAS, a writer on Iran and Afghanistan, and a member of Action Iran, which supports the people of Iran and opposes military intervention in Iran. And her name is Alage Rostini.
In 1979, we had a revolution in Iran. This revolution was one of the most democratic events of the 20th century. Then we also have
I'm not talking about the democracy in Iran. They bring the Somali from the Palestinian people.
the revolution got rid of a regime, the most dictatorship in the whole region and perhaps in the whole of third world countries. The regime which was overthrown as a result of the revolution was supported by the USA, the West and Israel. In Iran, they never forgot the experience of the revolution because they managed to overcome.
Okay, we've all agreed we want this meeting to continue. The only way to continue is people are understanding that they need to be quiet.
The US and the rest of the Western world and Israel did was impose the war between Iran and Iraq, which lasted 8 years, and millions of people died as a result of the Iran-Iraq war. The aim of the Western world was to smash the Iranian Revolution, but they didn't succeed. Millions of people died, unfortunately.
700,000.
I think the reason some of these people who are here, those people who would like to tell you about human rights, abuse of human rights in Iran. Yes, there is abuse of human rights.
Then why are you defending Iran then? This is a shame. You are defending the government who is abusing human beings. You are trying to defend the country who is abusing human beings, fellow human beings like you.
Lobby for war on Iran, sanction on Iran. I'm not going to I'm not going to go that way. I'm actually going to tell you the sort of thing that you don't hear, you don't read in the newspapers, you don't hear about it. And that is that Iranian revolution survived and people in Iran survived. Despite what we are now talking about is we are talking about Islamophobia. And that, of course, has existed not just the last few years, where we see the evidence of that in the West. Things happen in Iran, as we hear today. For example, the Iranian women have become the symbol in the Western world as part of Islamophobia, the most oppressed women in the world. Well, the reality is very, very. The absolute majority of people in Iran and the absolute majority of Iranians outside of Iran, whatever they may be their political position and with all their criticism of the regime, if it comes to believe, so for Iranians, they would rather believe what the Iranian regime is saying, and that is that the nuclear energy is genuinely for use of electricity and so on. Now, apart from nuclear energy, they have also managed to develop, despite the American sanctions, they managed to develop other industries. We have a very sophisticated car industry, we have sophisticated food industry, and other industries. And as a result of
sophisticated torture industry as well.
The credit of the government and the regime in Iran is to the credit of the people in Iran who struggled for all these years and tried to keep the demands of the revolution, which was anti-poverty, anti-imperialism, and democracy alive. They managed to create their own civil society organizations, not imposed from above by Americans and by Israelis. They did it themselves. There is a working class which is fighting for the right of the workers. There is a strong women's movement which are fighting for the rights of women. There is a student movement which are fighting for the right of students. For example, students, through their struggle, managed to free one of the lecturers, professors, who was in jail, and he was threatened with execution, and they managed to do a demonstration to free him from jail in 2004. Women have been fighting for their rights. We have much more reform laws, marriage law, divorce law, custody of children, and other family laws in Iran than we have had in pre-revolution, and also in comparison.
That's a lie.
Any state in the
It is a lie. She is confused. She is lying to the people.
Please don't interrupt the meeting. If you don't like
What do you mean don't interrupt the meeting? She is lying to you all.
They are fighting for democracy and women's rights, and they do not need British, American, Israelis